Okay, another late night on this bike tonight. Gotta work on the brake lines, I guess. So here's the brake lines here. Gotta get these hooked up. So they go underneath the primary here. A little bit of an oil leak there. Not too bad. Gotta get the rear chain up on here. Get the brakes on here. Get stuff hooked up on here. Get the rest of the bike going together. Gotta get the mouse strap on here. Bunch of little stuff to do. Gotta work on the generator. I'm not gonna get all it done tonight. I'll get a little bit of it done. I'll work on the rear brake. Get the rear chain up under there. That ought to be fun to figure out where it's at. So, gotta jack it up a little bit too. We'll get the chain on there first. What are you doing, Scooby? Oil leak. Alright, so here's a chain in the box. Assuming that's the one that came off of it. We even got the master link for it. What a plus. Okay. So we need our nose picker here to get the chain and go through the behind the primary cover. Got the sleeves up too. Let's back a little bit. So getting the chain through here is going to be a little bit hard to do usually. We'll see what we do. So you got to come across the top. Brake drum. Gear or not. I guess I should find out if we're in gear first. Yeah. First problem is we're in gear. So we're going to knock it out of gear.
Alright, back doors locked.
Alright, there's neutral.
Lights off.
Alright, we'll see you again tomorrow then.
Okay. Thanks, Tatro.
Okay, you want to get it on top of the sprocket. Get it laying flat on the sprocket. Which is not on the sprocket. There it is. Okay, then you just kind of roll it around. Easier said than done. Chain should just drop straight down on the front of the primary right down there. Alright, well, I put a lot of chain in there, I haven't seen it yet, so. Oh, there it is. It was coming down. Okay, you make sure there's no frame rails in the way. You run over the frame rails, not under it. You got a chain. Move it back and forth a couple times, make sure it's not dragging on anything. And we come up one length short. So now we gotta move the wheel forward a little bit. And I got dirty. Great. Okay, as far as this is gonna go. Nice and dirty. Alright, so we gotta get the, we have to move it forward enough to get the link in here. So I gotta loosen this up and get the axle forward. So we're gonna need a 7/16 and 9/16 and a big crescent wrench. Hands off a little bit. More tools. Always need more tools. Okay, mix that up a little bit. Who tightened that up? These threads don't like each other. Hard right to the end. You gotta knock the axle out. Okay. Move this out of the way. I'm gonna get the bike jacked up. I'm going to take this back down again in a few minutes. Alright, so go over here so you can see better. Close-ups. Yeah, we're just close. Okay. So we got to move in the extra link here we need. Put the chain on. Coming up short right here, one link. So I gotta move the axle forward. Get it lined up. That was loose already. Let's see, why am I pulling the axle out? No reason. I don't need to pull the axle. Yep, don't have to pull the axle. I do need to put the adjusters forward now. Now you're going to move the whole assembly forward a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I should be able to put the chain on there all the way. Hey, look at that, we got it. We made it. Okay, always put semi-lube or grease on the chain before you put the master link in. You don't want the pins to be in here running dry. It's not good for them to be dry. They gull up and stick and can break. So the link comes in from the back side. It's a clip style link. All the way through. A little more lube right there. Get the oil off your fingers now. Okay, we take the link, figure which way it goes. Either name or number on the link goes on the outside. So you can see the diamond on here, so that goes to the outside. Okay, pushing on most of the way. I'm going to take a pair of channel locks. Go ahead and work it on down a little bit. You want to be able to put the clip over the pin. So these are not in there far enough to do that. So you have to squeeze a little bit more. Okay, it's barely getting down further on that one. And that one's down all the way. So go just a little bit more. Okay, now we're on all the way. It goes all the way on. It's got a little clearance in the link, or the clip. Okay, now you always want to put this in the direction of rotation. So rotation goes that way. You want the solid part to be going forward. Never have these fingers going forward because it'll pop and come off. If you hit this, it just pushes it on further easily. So what you want to do is you want to just put this over the top one. Line it up right on there like that. You take a pair of flat wheel pliers and just pop it on. You put one finger against the tooth or the pin coming out, and the other one on top of the clip, and just squeeze them together. And it'll just pop it right up on there, just like that, and that pops the clip on. Simple. If you want to take it back off, you do the opposite. You push on this pin and you push on that side of the clip. Then I come back and hit with a steel hammer, one on each pin, and then you make sure that the clip is now tight. It basically rivets together so it doesn't move. So now if you hit against it, it's not going to just pop off. It's got tension holding it on. Just put it into it. Okay, now we have to readjust the axle. You see how loose the chain is over here now, because we had to move everything. So you go ahead and pull it back a little bit if you want. Put a little bit of tension on the nut here. Still loose on the chain. Okay, now we just take up the slack over here until it hits. Okay, we've now touched. A little more tension on that. Now, easy, this neck goes on a lot easier than this. You have to fight it, but I want to put a little tension on the axle also. Just a little bit, not a lot. Okay, now you go on the other side and run the adjuster up until it touches the front of the axle. Okay. So now all the stops are hitting. And we still got clearance here to work with. Okay, now I go ahead and jack the bike up a little bit so I can turn the wheel easily. You want to make sure you're up high enough you can put your whole hand on the tire so you don't jam your fingers in between the rack and the tire, because that hurts a little bit. Now for the fun part, we have to line the wheel with the bike. So what we got to do is we got to figure out where about in the world we got the damn alignment at, and we don't really know that. So what we got to do is we got to kind of look down your tire here, and what I do is I look right down the sidewall right here, and when the sidewall just comes in or out of view, depending on how you want to do it, you want to see if that lines up with your frame rail that's going forward. Easy if it's lined up with the frame rail, you're probably pretty straight. So this tire we do the same thing. It should be the same amount of offset or misalignment if it's a little bit out looking. Should be equal on both sides. You have to just go back and forth like this and eyeball it, and the frame is right obviously on this other side of the frame. Does it look like it's parallel to the frame? It looks like it's pretty parallel to me. Now if the jack is out of the way and you got the bike is going straight, so the wheel's just far from the rack here, and the front wheel is the equal amount, then you can actually sight down both tires and see what you're doing. So we can do it that method too. So we need to find out what the offset is from here to here, so we can get the bike square in the chassis. Run the lift here. There we go. Okay, so we go like this. So right now the tire is roughly, get centered, looks like we're just under 8 inches. If you go back here, tripod's in my way, and see we're just under 7.5 inches. We're about a half inch too far to the right. So we need to move this thing over. a little bit, so he's going to push it like that. And you measure it again. And see, now we're just under 8. We're about 7 7/8. Come back over here. Look there in the sidewall. So this thing is, now it's totally different what we just had before. See, now we are, where's the side of the rack at? There's the side of the rack. So we're about 7 and just over 7 5/8 now. Now we're too far. Come back where the rack is at. 7 1/8. So I gotta bring it back now a little bit. Get back too far. And you got kind of eyeball it like this. It's hard to do with only one hand and doing what you're doing. So we're about 7 5/8 that way. Come back over here and look at this one. We're a little bit, slightly more than that. We're close. Okay, that's close enough basically. I'll give it a little up tap just to make sure. So now if we put the jack down a little bit so we can see the front tire, we should be able to tell where we're at. But before we do that, we got to figure out where we're at on the chain adjustment. You got to find the tight spot. Right now it seems to be just pretty much just loose everywhere. Oh, there's a tight spot right there. So we only got about that much clearance. It's supposed to have basically about a finger's worth. We got about 2 fingers worth. And that's not pulling it really hard, that's just lightly pulling on it. Okay, so now we need a wrench right here. And you want to pull these back equal amounts. Oh, this tire moved a bunch on me. See, the axle's too loose, so it's letting it float everywhere. Yeah, come back and put more pressure on it. Alright. Come back and look at it because it's different when it was. So right now the tire is pointing to the right a little bit, I think, just by eyeballing it down the tire. You have to find a spot where it just looks out of whack. So this slid back on us a little bit, and we're too far back. So I gotta come over here and change this one. And the axle got, see the chain got real loose now too, because things moved a bunch. Okay, so now I get to move this one down a little bit. You can see how the chain's coming up quicker though. Okay, that's pretty, that's about right there. Alright, so I'll go ahead and put that down so I know about where I'm at. Let's go back over here. Okay, this one looks good. Bring this nut down. Okay, so right now I'm about where I think I should be for now. Take a look at it again. So sight down the tire. We're looking forward. Looks like the tire is pretty straight. I'm thinking we're pretty close, but we might be just a tick to the right still a little bit. Yeah, I'm saying just a little bit. Now if you look way forward through the bike, you can see the other tire over there in the very front. You can't see it from this side here though. But yeah, it looks like it's a little bit to the right still. And this here is starting to get tight. Now the other thing you gotta look at is the swing arm. If the swing arm is level, you're not going to change anymore. Level is maximum tension on the chain. We are slightly downhill, so it's going to be just a little bit tighter when you sit on it. So the chain is going to get tighter than what it is right now. It's already a little bit on the tight side, and we're too far on the right, I think. So we're going to back this up a couple flats here. And I'm going to go ahead and knock the swing arm back a little bit with a hammer here. Try to anyway. I didn't move it. So I got to loosen up the axle. Shove it forward a little bit. And tighten the axle down. Okay. Let me come back, check our chain clearance, loosen up slightly. Alright, let's see what we moved. Anything. So, tire's looking a little bit better now. I think we're still tick forward. Let me tick to the left, right. Oh, damn, I get it right. The wrong I don't want. So we'll get that little extra tension there. This nut's now getting tight. This one here is loose. Okay. Someone's coming in. You gotta loose the chain is when you get away from the tight spot.
What are you doing?
More customers.
What?
I was up there making noise. Okay, I'm gonna drop the bike down so you can see the front tire. You're making noise up there.
Oh boy. That dude can fart, man.
Hey,
Holy Jesus, what have you been feeding that guy?
I'm on video, so cut that out. I'm gonna take a picture and tell them who you are. Okay, Scooby's back. Okay, so now you should be able to see the front tire up in there.
Nice gasket.
Get out of the way. Okay, so you look at the offset
Like
tire.
that gasket, man.
You're in my video. So you look down the tire and look at the front tire way up in there. You see how you got a little bit of sidewall showing there. You come over to this side, you look at the tire and we see a lot more of the sidewall showing. So we're actually a little bit too far to the left. So we're going to double check our offset here on the rack. Make sure it didn't move. We're throwing off our tire right now. Okay, we're at 8, 7.5 almost.
I thought you might be on one of those damn phones that is.
I got no damn phone.
I know, I'm talking like that. I go, fucking guys. Pretty.
I got you on video though, so now you're guilty.
Your video.
7.5.
Pretty.
Look out.
I am.
Working man here.
It's okay, I'll move. Oh, you do have your camera. Oh, and it doesn't take voice though.
It knows exactly what you're saying. If you watch the videos, you would know that you are now in trouble.
Lip reader.
Now you know you're in trouble.
Huh.
Okay, I just removed the tire over so I can see the front tire better. So now we got about 1/4 inch of sidewall I can see. And on this side over here, I got about the same amount. Kind of look at the front there. I'm doing my precision eyeball adjustment here. So we
You
can come
do
back
have
slightly on the right.
You do have a precision eyeball.
That's right. So I'm gonna give it one of those right there. You like that big adjustment I did?
Well, I've done it enough times. It only takes us.
When you get close, 3 is in and out is all you need.
I like your one. Drive down the street and take your hands off the handle.
That is the way you tell for sure. So right now we're pretty close. I think we're really not too far off where we need to be. Might be one more flat on the right, but I'm gonna leave it. And like I said,
This is a beauty. Where'd you get her?
all you do is, you know, if you're going straight, as you like to see riding down the road, You let go of the handlebars and the bike should go straight. If it turns one way or the other, you need to readjust it. And you listen to me? Damn, you're in trouble. All right, that's it for the chain adjustment. I'm gonna tighten this up. We'll be back.